Welcome to the briefing. We begin here in Nairobi, where the court has, in the last few hours, stopped the Senate from discussing the impeachment of Professor Kivutha Kibwana. The development came as Kibwana vowed to stay put. KTN's Catherine Omondo has been following this story and now joins us live from our city center studio. Catherine, the drama goes on in Makueni County, it seems.
True, Joy. Indeed, the drama does go on. And today, members of the Wiper Democratic Party had a meeting, and they said that they neither support the dissolution of the Makueni County government, and they also do not support the impeachment of the governor, Kivutha Kibwana. They say that they want the two sides to come together and find a lasting solution through discussions and kind of end the crisis. Further, we also talked to Professor Kivutha Kibwana earlier today, who said he's staying put and he's not going anywhere, and he's ready to defend his position, and he will only resign if the people of Makueni ask him to resign. Just take a listen in to what was said by these leaders today earlier.
I am governor of Makueni County until the Senate says I am not, and until a court says I am not, and until a petition from the citizens of Makueni says I am not. Because of course there are some who are already saying and celebrating, saying that Kibwana is no longer governor. Therefore, we shall defend ourselves through all processes, through Senate, through court processes, whatever legal processes and constitutional processes that exist.
The party does not support dissolution of Makueni County government, nor do we support the impeachment of the governor.
Even in the case of Machakos involving the deputy governor, and in the case of Chepkwony, the governor of Kericho, the recommendations of both committees was that there should be a process of arbitration, and most likely, in fact, we were in the process as a legal affairs committee to come up with a dispute resolution mechanism in the County Governments Act.
Now, there is a situation or concern by Makueni residents that this could go the Embu County way, where you see Wambora was impeached, and then he was also impeached by the Senate, but he went to court and it was a back and forth. And they fear that that is not the solution. So they suggest, or the number of residents that we spoke to as KTN in Wote, they say that instead, why don't we just why don't we break down the Makueni County government and let everybody go back to the ballot and let everybody be chosen afresh, and then start a whole new government that can work for the people. But even as David Musila does say that Wiper Party does not support the impeachment of Kivutha Kibwana, 22 MCAs from the Wiper Party did vote to impeach Kivutha Kibwana. Now, earlier we talked to some residents, and this is what they had to say.
A day after Makueni County Assembly members impeached Professor Kivutha Kibwana, the situation was relatively quiet. KTN visited a local market in Wote town. For some here, the attempt to impeach the governor may be an effort in futility.
Hatuoni haja ya MCAs kuimpeach governor. The best thing is dissolution.
The MCA's ruling to impeach Kibwana comes as residents continue to sign a petition that will see the dissolution of the Makueni County government, a move the members of the County Assembly are completely against.
MCAs warudi nyumbani tena wakaombe kura na kikosa wakae wane wakalima. MCAs wakishindwa na kufanya kazi na Kivutha ngapa na mwenyewe waende nyumbani, kwa sababu sisi wao wamezoea kukula pesa ya mwananchi, na saa hii pesa gavana wetu amesema, ametuhakikishia kwamba pesa ameweka pilipili haiwezi kulika sasa. Kwa hivyo washikane na Kivutha, waendelee na kufanya kazi.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has been called in to verify the petition and give advice on the way forward, since it would seem that negotiations is not an option here. The Senate was also in the midst of finding a middle ground between the governor and MCAs. However, it would seem that MCAs jumped the gun on the matter.
Msongamano si mzuri. Kila mtu anatosheka na zile hela zake, mambo za corruption. I think si poa.
The fate of Makueni essentially lies in the hands of residents, given that even if Kibwana is absolved by the Senate, they seem to want to go back to the ballot and end this never-ending feud between the governor and MCAs. Catherine Omwando, KTN.
So that's the situation in Makueni, and as it stands, you only need 1 million signatures for this petition to go through, and so far, according to the governor, they have more than 1 million signatures, and therefore they're just waiting for IBC to give the go-ahead. And later we will have Professor Kivutha Kibwana in studio, and hopefully he'll be able to shed some light on basically what is going on between him and the MCAs. MCAs say that he's difficult to work with, while he says MCAs want money that they will not be able to account for, or they want to control LATIF funds that are going down to the grassroots. So that would be very interesting to hear what he has to say about the situation.